This is DJ Wolf Live. You know, I was thinking, there has been continual criticism about Kobe Bryant. One of the things that I had been talking about was about Kobe Bryant's parents wasn't acknowledged during the memorial service. I'll get to that on another podcast. I think I got two podcasts talking about that already. But in any case, I was thinking about how these sisters today. Now, let me tell you a story. I know about a couple of black women. Now, these black women in their 40s. All right. Him talking about chasing after this teen idol. Now, these women in their 40s, they both have boys. They have all boys, no girls. Chasing after a 20-something-year-old guy that's over half their age. I mean, they're over half his age, well over half his age, chasing after this guy. What does that tell you about these black women today? They're materialistic. You have to be. You are old enough to, both of you old enough to be his mama, and you chasing after him. It's weird to me. And you got a house full of you're raising boys. No men in your life, and probably no real structure with some of them boys. As a result, and you chasing after some old white boy who's half of your age. That goes to show you how shallow some of these women are out here. You know, the mentality of that type of woman. The same type of woman who wouldn't give a good brother a chance if they try to use him. The same type of woman who would pick to date a thug over you 1 minute and then try to get with you the next when they find out the type of brothers that she was chasing after before was going to hump them and dump them. And then you come in the picture. They want you to help out with the kids. I tell y'all men, and I tell you a lot of y'all men, stay away from these multiple having women. Particularly these multiple having single women. All right? And I'm going to keep saying, I had a conversation with my mom about my son he dated a couple women with kids. And I warned him about that, but that's another story. But she was like, well, a lot of women out here all be having kids. And I told her straight up, does that mean he got accepted? That means that he has to lower his standards? In other words, you have to, not that all women with kids are dumb, because a lot of them are not. Some are, and I don't want to hear about not all, okay? But there are a number of them that are. But it's the fact that why would you, a 20-some-year-old guy, or 30-some-year-old guy, want to be on your own for the duration of your young manhood, and all of a sudden you got to sell into a ready-made family, and then you got to help support them? That's no good. That's NG, man. That's no good for you, because you're trying to build yourself up as a young man and still got things that you need to accomplish before you settle down. And then you hear you date some chick with some kids, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, she ready for you to settle down. All right? I said, don't fall for the bees in the trap. Cut them off. Don't even go there. I tell them all the time. I remember my son was telling me, I can't find no women because all women I find all got kids. Well, you find the one that don't have one. I know they out there. Hell, I found one that was your mother. Don't want a ready-made family. People talking about takes a village. It ain't gonna take me. I'm not gonna be put into a village to take care of somebody else's kids. And then them niggas could be trying to come back in their life tomorrow. Hey, my kids, man. Hey, bump that shit. I don't want to be bothered. I don't give a damn how fine they are. I don't want to be bothered. Just saying, that's me. I've dated women with kids before. It was a horrible experience. Every one of them. I dated about three. I did about 4 or 5 women with kids. Worst experiences I've ever had with women with kids. In terms of dating, it's terrible. Hated it. I'm not gonna. I hated doing it. I did not like it at all. You know, worst experiences I've ever had. As far as the dating scene goes, even when I dated a girl. We were both 14. She had a 1-year-old baby, and that's the first time I ever dated a girl with a kid. And we were both underage. And she had a 14-year-old. I mean, she was 14 years old, and I was 14. She had a baby, a year old. Worst dating experience of my life. That was the first one I dated. Terrible dating experience. I was like, never again. Then I ended up doing it anyway years later with other women. No, but did not like it. I don't recommend it. These women who, and I'm not saying all women. Of course I'm not. But there are a lot of women who just ain't the type of women you should be dating. And most of them are women with kids. You know, I don't blame the kids. I blame the type of mother, because a lot of these mothers aren't they don't have the mindset to really be in a real relationship with no guy. Because they used to being dumped by guys. You know, a number of them are. They used to that. You know, that's just facts. You know, and if you're the type of guy who, ain't into settling down with no woman with kids, I suggest you don't date them with kids. You know, you ain't into trying to do that. But I would strongly suggest you don't do that. Strongly suggest you don't do that. Period. Yeah, for a number of reasons. You know, it's not worth the time. It's not worth the effort to get involved in something that might cause you some heartache down the road. Because in essence, she probably ain't looking to really be with you no way. She's looking for you to get for you to get her pregnant, so she have an excuse to dump you off with the kids and the one that y'all had together, so she could move on to the next dude. You know, because there are women like that. You know, in other words, she ain't looking for Mr. Right. Well, I take that back. She looking for Mr. Goodbar to help take care of her and the kids for the moment. And then she going when she get through using Mr. Goodbar, she on to the next one. You got women like that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna kid you about that. You have a lot of women like that that's out there. You know, I've heard I heard some women tell me, I want me a thug. That ain't gonna last. The thug dude is just there for the moment. He's there for the moment, and then he gone. You know, I've heard women say that. You know, but is that dude that you want as a thug? And do you think he gonna stick with you? Do you think the average one gonna stay with you? Do you really believe that? Maybe that's the kind of guys you should be with, because you're not going to treat a good guy right. You're going to treat a thug right, and then he's going to treat you wrong. And then you be like, question mark, why you do that? He ain't no good. He did that. You know, and like I said before, in other podcasts I've talked about, maybe it's you that's the problem. Maybe you have the mindset that's similar to this guy that you really want to be with. You know, and you just in it just to have sex. You ain't really in it to, to make any real relationship out of it. You just in there to get your freak on. And then it's off to the next one. You got some women out here, yeah, they like the enjoyment of having kids, but they don't like the enjoyment of having no real relationship with no guys. You know, they don't want to be in a serious relationship with no guys. They want all the benefits of guys, but when you come right down to it, they don't want to be with the guy. There was a woman on this show, in a reality show that I watched years ago, and this straight up. She said she wanted to test tube baby. You know why she wanted to test tube baby? She didn't want all the hassles of the relationship, but she wanted to have the joys of having a baby. You know, it's this Me Too movement, times up bullshit that has these women thinking, I don't need no man. They tell you it's all about, oh, well, man taking advantage of woman. But it's not just about that. Because if that's the case, you wouldn't have went through the extra effort to get a guy locked up on one charge versus a guy who was charged with multiple counts who were about to get off. Harvey Weinstein. You know, this guy was accused by over 100 women. 6 different women accused him of it. 6 different women testified against him, and he only going to be charged with maybe 2 counts, and he'll probably get off on both of them. What the hell y'all people doing out here this morning? You know, yeah. 6 women I heard testify, or something like that. 6 women had came out and said that he actually did it, and he's only going to be charged with 2, really about 2 counts, and he'll probably get off on those. You know, whereas Cosby, 1 count, he's doing an 8-year bid right now. He's been in jail, what, I think 3 years, something like that. He should be off a good bid. He shouldn't even be in jail at all, really. Compared to Harvey Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein was a powerhouse. He was a power magnet in Hollywood compared to Cosby. Yeah, Cosby had a lot of money, but Weinstein was a power magnet in the industry, and he's going to get off just because of his wealth and influence. You know? And yeah, I'm making a parable because this is like a thug. A thug can go out there and get the admiration of women just because he's a thug. You know? And I hear women talking, I want me a thug guy. But you have to understand, the same thug guy that you want I guess you can get some kind of, I don't know what kind of benefits you get out of them because I ain't in dudes and like that, I wouldn't know. It's the same dude who's going to treat you like crap. Y'all people didn't know how to fucking drive around this bitch. Don't know how to drive. Get out of here. Yeah, I'm almost on the damn line. You know, this drive so stupid out here, it ain't funny. They ain't care either. You say be coming. Yeah, on the damn line. Why I hate people rude driving people like that, man. But yeah, you know, like I said, that's a similar situation. You know, you like a Weinstein. You like the fact that Weinstein is a powerful guy, and I'm not saying that he didn't do what he did, but you would think for what y'all say he did, y'all be all over it. But y'all not. They ain't pressing Weinstein. They press Cosby though. You know, Cosby, and like I said, he wasn't no saint either, but he was the much lesser of the 2 evils. You know, and yet Weinstein is the one that's going to get off. Cosby's not. You know, at the end of the day, the thug is going to move on to the next one, and the good and plenty guy is going to be stuck with the babies. Or at least they'll try. The women will try to stick with. They'll try, get with him to take care of the mistakes that the thug guy did. Let's be real. The women do it like that every day. They do it every day. I had a girl one time, this no joke, back in 83, 84. She tried to mess with me. There's a girl who wouldn't give me the time of day. For years. That girl would not talk to me. Now, look, I mean, seriously, she was fine as hell. Had bodacious body. I mean, bodaciously built. I'm like, damn. One day I'm on the bus. I'm like, clean as a whistle, man. You know, I had the jerk curl. I had it going on, man. I was dressed like a more than the time video shoot or something. I was dressed up to the nines, man. For real, I was clean, man. And had my briefcase and everything, going to school. And she trying to step to me. She on the back of the bus with 3 kids. I knew the girl. She knew me, but for years before that, she wouldn't even talk to me. Wouldn't say nothing to me. Not a word. You know. And she had messed with some dude who was kind of out there on, kind of thug. Some old thug dude she was messing with. Old bummy dude. She trying to holler at me. Trying to ask me out on the date and everything. I tried to do a little bit of follow-up, but then I was like, I ain't even waste no time. I went over her house one time, tried to get a holler, and they told me she wasn't there. I gave her my number, and that's the last I heard of her. You know. Because that's how it is. Women, they get with the guys who they think is going to really be there in the corner, and come to find out the guy wasn't even about them in the first place. And then they want to get with the guy who really about their heart. And then they try to take advantage. And that's kind of what I think to some degree she was going to try to do with me. But I'm glad it didn't pan out. But I knew what she wasn't about. I had it in the back of my mind, I feel, you know what? If she was really about trying to get with me, she would have tried to get with me a long time ago. Wouldn't have been no yesterday or the day before. You know? But she wanted to give me when she felt like giving me. You know, and I'm like, I ain't got time for all that mess. If we were going to do it, we would have done it a long time ago. Long time ago. Long time ago. Yeah, you know, you ain't got the front. Don't have the front at all. But that's about it. I just saying, y'all guys out here that thinking the girl like you, make sure the girl ain't got no kids, man. Get with you a woman. But you gotta be right too, though. If you gonna be right in your convictions of what you do, then that woman should be right with you. Bottom line, DJ Wolf out.